What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I will never shy away from giving you guys the information or different things that are happening to me because when I see something as significant as what this video title is all about and how much I have lost, um, like I've said, it's always a teachable moment. And it's never something that I'm upset about unless I truly did lose that much when it comes to realized losses, or if it comes to the fact that I'm just, kind of realizing everything. But in reality, I'm not doing that, right? These are losses that are unrealized, but it's just how much my portfolio has dropped by in the last 30 days. Today was a pretty bad day when it comes to cryptocurrency and seeing the market just kind of crash, seeing a market down by 6%, 7%, 8%, seeing certain plays down by 8, 9, 10, 12, 15%, that's not necessarily something that instills confidence in your investment style, right? But when you see the entire market that is down, it kind of shows you that it's more about a market outlook rather than the things that you're investing into, um, outright. So I want to talk about one, the market. I want to go through exactly where it is, what's moving, what's not. And then also I want to go through where my portfolio stands because my portfolio, again, to spoil everything, I lost $100,000 in a matter of 30 days, which is crazy. And if anybody told you that into a when you're in your stock market account or whatever, in stocks and businesses, that would be ridiculous, and everyone would just write you off completely. But I'm open to telling you guys what has happened, where things stand, what I believe is going to make a move, and a lot of my bigger plays that I hold. So if you guys appreciate this, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out my links for Patreon, for Twitter, down below as well. And don't forget about my link for Margex. Margex, I've made a lot of trades since we did see this crash today. I've made a lot of trades recently, and you're going to see, some of them, up $30, 122% for this one in a matter of a few hours, up 19%, up 62%, up 19%, 15%, 33%. All of these plays have been made today. You can see July 5th that I've made all of these plays today, and they're all up a decent amount, which is great because we did see a crash, and now we're seeing a little bit of that bounce back or recovery of that crash. And what I typically like to do is take profit as we do hit maybe 200%, 300%, stuff like that. I will take my initial investment so that everything else that's sitting in there is gravy. And then when I do see it grow even more, I take profit from it, leaving some still on the table, but taking profit. If you guys want to learn about leverage trading, I have like 12 different videos in a collection over on Patreon, as well as you guys can just play around with it yourself. You can leverage trade $1 if you want to. But it's honestly a great platform that I have partnered with. They are partnered with the channel, and I would appreciate if you go ahead and click that link down below and check it out for yourself. But where the current crypto market stands is down about 6%. Let me go ahead and refresh this to make sure. Down 5%. So it's down to a $2.03 trillion market cap. We're seeing the Bitcoin dominance around 54%. It has slightly increased over the last day. Over the last 24 hours, it's up by 0.5%. We're also seeing, things like Ethereum down by 6%, Bitcoin down by 3.7%. You see BNB 7%, 2% for Solana, and so on and so forth. You see a lot of things that are dropping, right? XRP down to 41, 42 cents. That's huge, right? That's a huge drop from where that was at 50 cents. And again, it's just great to have these opportunities. It's not great when you see it because you're like, everything's down. This is horrible. Cardano at a level of 34 cents is huge. I'm now just seeing that, and I might have to buy more Cardano. But the point is of this video is not to necessarily just show you how far things have dropped, because if you look at the top 100 and you look at things that are moving in the top 100, you don't have a lot. You have Multiverse X that's up by 7%. Everything else is up by a slight bit, and you're also seeing stable coins as well. So you have stable coins, and then you start to get into the price movement for regular positions, right? Cryptocurrencies where you have dog with hat that's down by 4%, things that are decreasing the most in the market. We're seeing core that's down by 18%, ordi that's down by 15%, starknet down by 15%. So you're seeing things that are dropping. Litecoin down to $59, which again is a steal. So many steals that are out there if you have the opportunity to invest in those plays. But the point of this video was not to just show you that. It was to show you where my portfolio is at the current stage. And right now, it's down $15,000 in the last day, down to $160,000. Now, you're probably like, Matt, you're at an all-time profit of $30,000. Yeah, I am at an all-time profit of $30,000. That's fantastic to have that. However, where we currently stand and what I have, if we look at the last 7 days, I'm down from 7 days down to from 200 plus thousand down to 60 or $160,000. That's a $40,000 loss, right? When we talk about the last 30 days, I go from $260,000, over $250,000, $260,000 down to a level of $160,000. I lost $100,000 in unrealized gains in the last 30 days, in less than 30 days, honestly, because it did increase here. And this is, maybe a couple of days in. We're talking about 2 or 3 days in. In less than 30 days, I lost $100,000. Now, when you lose something like that, where you have so much to gain and then it ends up just completely reversing on you, there are different feelings that you can have. You could have a feeling to where you're like, I should have taken profit. And yes, honestly, if you knew that was coming, yeah, take profit. If you don't know that's coming, then it's not something that you need to take that larger risk on. If it's 100% certain that that's going to happen, absolutely. Taking $100,000 or taking your entire profit if you wanted to, do that. But the problem that you deal with there is that you're risking any of your future potential in cryptocurrency for $100,000. This is not something where I'm looking to accept short-term gains. The short-term gains, even though they're massive, you don't get that in the stock market. These are the short-term gains rather than the long-term ones, which will be 5x's, 10x's, 20x's, up to, instead of $260,000, you have $2.6 million. These are the levels that you get to, and you see that, and you're like, you're giving up. You're squeezing, you're pinching pennies to save dollars. Right? Is that the saying or something like that? Or pinching dollars to save pennies? Like, that's kind of what you're doing, where you're squeezing this thing that has this potential of $3, $4, $5, $10 million to get $100,000 out of it. Like, that's what you're doing. You're just trying to squeeze that juice out of there rather than using the whole orange. I'm trying to throw a bunch of analogies to you, but hopefully that makes sense. But it doesn't bother me. Yes, it does create for a conversation and things to learn from. But if this was, $100,000 of losses in positions in just the positions that I own, rather than seeing the entire market that is collapsing or has dropped, then I would be a little bit worried, because that means that I'm picking the wrong positions. But if we're talking about the entire market is down by 5%, and my portfolio in the last 24 hours is down by 8%, yes, I'm doing a little bit worse than what the market is, but it's not saying that I'm losing absolutely everything on my own here. It's not based on just the positions that I have or that I invested into. There's a broader look to it. And if you zoom out 100,000 of a view, you now see the progression. You see the growth in your overall crypto balance. And I can't wait to see that hit not only a $160,000 mark, but a $1.6 million mark. And will I have selling points at those points? It depends on which positions I'm in. Now, let's also look at some of the positions and how much they have dropped. If we look at the largest drops that are here, we have the largest increases there, but you have the largest drops, which is CRO. That's down by $14,000. I have 300,000 of CRO, with an average price of 13 cents. XRP, that's at an average price of 51 cents, and I'm down by $10,000. You have Sync with an average price of 2 cents. I mean, that's a large drop. I remember that play. That play is just not really that great. But you have Litecoin, you have Book of Meme, you have all these other plays that have a um, a loss to them, but I also have some plays that have some gains to them. You could see that, right? Vitalik Smartcast. I have GameStop. I have Jasmine Coin that's currently sitting with $1 million that I have right now. Terra Classic that's up by $3,500, even though it's at a very low price. You can see success within some of these, or a lot of these plays. That's how I got to a point where I have an all-time profit of $30,000, even though in the last month I'm down by $100,000. Guys, let me know what you think about this. Would you be concerned if you were down $100,000 like this, or are you not concerned at all because this is the short-term outlook of it rather than the long-term aspect? Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out my link for Margex. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.